his own sweet song. Wake up, you sleepyhead, get up, get up, get up, get out of bed, cheer up, the sun is red. Live, love, laugh, and be happy. Clouds may roll in, still I'm strolling through fields of flowers. The rain may glisten, but still I'll listen for hours and hours. Now I'm just a kid again, doing what I did again, singing this song. When the red, red robin comes, Richard J. Daley was the mayor of our town till that cold day in December when they laid him in the ground. Daley's gone, one more round. Daley's gone. He was always known as the working man's pal. He grew up in Bridgeport and he went to De La Salle. Daley's gone, one more round. Daley's gone. When John Kennedy wanted to be president, he knew what to do. Called up Mayor Daley because he was Irish too. Daley's gone, one more round. Daley's gone. He was first elected mayor in 1955 when half the people here tonight we're not as yet alive. Daley's gone. Daley's gone. When it came to building big buildings, no job was too tough. Daley built McCormick Place twice, because once was not enough. Daley's gone, one more round. Daley's gone. There never was another man who could inspire more love or hate. If you were in the park and it was 1968, Daley's gone. One more round, Daley's gone. Richard J. Daley was the mayor of our time. And when he died, no suitable replacement could be found. It's true. The guy who's mayor now is Michael Bolandic, whoever that is, right? He's keeping the lowest profile possible. Yeah. This next song is dedicated to Noah, the movie In Search of Noah's Ark, actually, and great film. And to Toots and the Maytals. Right? Long time ago, on some forgotten date, this old world was in such a sorry state. The Lord made it rain and said that's all she wrote. 2 by 2, the animals filed on board. Noah looks up and he says, "Hey Lord, how the hell do you expect this thing to flow?" The Lord said, "If you want it done right, you got to do it yourself. You can't count on anybody else. It sure is hard to get good help these days. Oh, a little hard work is its own reward. There isn't any sense in calling on the Lord, 'cause everybody knows that the Lord helps anyway." At the first Thanksgiving on Plymouth Rock, the Indians taught the Pilgrims how to turkey trot. John Alden and Priscilla were twisting the night away. Yes, and then they took a little walk around the bend. John Alden popped the question on behalf of his friend, and she gave the answer that took that boy's heart away. When she said, "Johnny, if you want it done right, you got to do it yourself. You can't count on anybody else. Sure is hard to get good help these days, these days, these days. My little hard work is its own reward. There isn't any sense in calling on the Lord, 'cause everybody knows that the Lord helps anyway." Oh, the morning newspaper got bent out of shape. They found the 18 missing minutes of the Watergate tape and took it to Peoria to see if the tape would play. Oh, Rosemary, don't you weep, don't you mourn. Alderman met Ehrlichman coming through the corn with an Oval Office memo. Here is what it had to say. If you want it done right, you got to do it yourself. You can't count on anybody else. Sure is hard to get good help these days, these days, these days, these days. A little hard work is its own reward. There isn't any sense in falling on the Lord, 'cause everybody knows that the Lord helps. Everybody knows that the Lord helps. And everybody knows that the Lord helps. And last verses for that song. You never just tell which one to sing. That one? Sing the other one. A short attention span is like the mummy's curse. I know this song needs one more verse. If it's gonna sound like it has something to say. If you can come up with one that'll be fine, you might like it better than mine. And what'd you say the name of that song was anyway? If you want it done right, you got to write it this. Well, you had to be there. Sing all four. Somebody asked for this song. I haven't sung this in so long, I don't even know. I wish I had some memory that I keep inside this trunk. I wish I had a nickel for every beer I've drunk. I wish I had a sailing ship that'd take me across the sea. I wish I could talk you into coming home with me. Is this the part where I came in? I've heard these songs before. I had a couple too many, but I think I can find the door. I don't know your name, my friend, but I swear I'd seen that face before. I saw it in the jailhouse. I saw it in the wall. I saw it in the mirror a couple of times before. Wish I was a candy man, sweet as I could be. Every town, ladies that hang around pick me off the candy tree. I wish I was an opera star or had a PhD. Wish I had enough sense to be satisfied with me. Is this the part where I came in? Heard these songs before. Had a couple too many, but I think I can find the door. I don't know your name, my friend. I swear I've seen that face before. I saw it in the jailhouse. I saw it in the wall. I saw it in the mirror a couple of times before. Wish I had a magic pocket that'd just keep all the money in. I wish I knew a good excuse for all of my mortal sins. They say to know the best in life, you gotta know the worst. I wish I'd been the clown who thought up that one first. Is this the part where I came in? I've heard these songs before. had a couple too many. But I think I can find the door, and I do not know your name, my friend. That's where I'd seen that face before. Saw it in the jailhouse and on the post office door. I saw it in the mirror a couple of times before. Let's see what else is in C here. Well, this hotel room has got a lot of stuff. Got a laundry bag and a shoe shine cloth. 32 hangers and a touch-tone phone with a light that goes on when I'm not home. I'm not home. I'm not home. You better leave a message when I'm not home. They got an air conditioner for when I'm hot. Where? They got a radiator for when I'm not. 2 big chairs sitting side by side with a Holy Bible and a TV guide. TV guide, TV guide. Great God Almighty, it's a TV guide. They got a second-story view from curb to curb to curb to curb. A sign that says, please don't disturb. A monogram towel next to a bucket of ice. A chest of drawers and a mirror that lies. A mirror that lies. A mirror that lies. That can't be me in the gorilla disguise. They got a room service menu for food and drink. A porcelain throne next to an aluminum sink. 2 big pillows to rest my head. Magic fingers on a king-size bed. Drop in the quarter and turn off the light. The magic fingers make you feel alright. Feel alright. Feel alright. The magic fingers make you feel alright. Alright, feel alright. The magic fingers make you feel alright. Put on the skillet, put on the lead. I stole this song from shortening bread. This hotel room has got some stuff, but I believe I've had enough. I call my baby, so don't you pout. I pack up my bag, I'm checking out. Just as soon as you hang up the telephone, put a candle in the window. I'm coming home, coming home, coming home. Put a candle in the window. I'm coming home, coming home. I'm coming home. Put a candle in the window. I'm coming home. This would be the designated snotbag. Great, great. Open the window and influenza. Huh? No, that's an old poem from 1918. I had a little bird and her name was Enza, opened the door and influenza. That's what they sang when it was killing people. You had to be there, I guess. Yes, it is. If your life was on videotape, wouldn't everything be alright? When your head hurts the morning after, then you could roll it back to late last night. You could replay all the good parts and cut out what you don't like. Oh, wouldn't you be in good shape if your life was on videotape? If everybody had ESP, then everything would be okay. We could see trouble coming, and we could step out of the way. When the Grim Reaper comes to call, we could arrange to be out of town. It would be the great escape, and you could put it on videotape. Now I don't have a video recorder, and I don't have a crystal ball. And when I'm not with my baby, oh, I don't have very much at all. I can't predict the future, and I can't change the past, but I know it will all make sense if she loves me in the present tense. If your life was on videotape, wouldn't everything be alright? When your head hurts the morning after, then you could roll it back to late last night. You could replay all the good parts and cut out what you don't like. Oh, wouldn't you be in good shape if your life was on videotape? Recorded this in November of 1972 at Bell Sound, up the road a little bit. Wasn't in tune then either, but our reef made it sound good. Let me... Mike Smith's moved to Chicago, which means I get to see him every now and then for a change. He used to live in Detroit. It was impossible to get in touch with this guy. Great songwriter. And Detroit is cordoned off from the rest of the Midwest. It just seems like that. You can drive up 94 and, you can bypass it. You can literally go around it. That's it. Or you get stuck in Ann Arbor or something. You never quite get all the way. So here's a song about Holland, which has nothing to do with that. Dutchman is not the kind of man who keeps his thumb jammed in the dam that holds his dreams in. It's a secret only Margaret knows. When Amsterdam is golden in the summer, then Margaret brings him breakfast and she believes him. He thinks tulips bloom beneath the snow. He's mad as he could be, but Margaret only sees that sometimes. Sometimes she sees her unborn children in his eyes. Let us go to the banks of the ocean, where the walls rise above the Zuider Zee. Long ago I used to be a young man, and dear Margaret remembers that for me. The Dutchman still wears wooden shoes, and his cap and coat are patched with the love that Margaret sewed there. Sometimes he thinks he's still in Rotterdam. He watches tugboats down canals and calls out to them when he thinks he knows the captain. Margaret comes to take him home again, through unforgiving streets that trip him, though she holds his arm. Sometimes he thinks he's alone, and he calls her name. Let us go to the banks of the ocean, where the walls rise above the Zuider Zee. Long ago, I used to be a young man. Dear Margaret remembers that for me. Winter whirls the windmills round, and she winds his muffler tighter, and they sit in the kitchen. Some tea with whiskey keeps away the dew. He sees her for a moment, he calls her name, and she makes the bed up singing some old love song. Margaret learned this song when it was very new. He hums a line or two, they sing together in the dark. Then the Dutchman falls asleep, and Margaret blows the candles out. Let us go to the banks of the ocean, where the walls rise above the Zuider Zee. Long ago, I used to be a young man. Dear Margaret remembers that for me. Let us go to the banks of the ocean, where the walls rise above the Zuider Zee. Long ago, I used to be a young man, and dear Margaret remembers that for me. Smith cellophane. Thanks very much. Thank you. Water. Get naked here. What a gig. This is a wet one. Brady wasn't fooling when he said it was hot up here. They did a wonderful set. Paul Brady and Andy Irvine. We gotta get something together with them. I only know 2 or 3 of those. I don't know enough. Yeah, I should be doing something. You're right. I should be unemployed tonight. Just a little excess mucus or something floating around here. Might mess up before I get it. I might get a chill. Great. Caught a nice day, anyhow. Wasn't that hip? 2 nice days. And then somebody always says to you when you get a cold, they say, well, that's just, you're not really sick. It's nerves for your big New York gig, right? That's what they tell you in Chicago. They say, no, man, you're anticipating. Nah, I was looking forward to doing it. Just, it figures. That's what it is. That's what it is. I can't hear them when they're unplugged. We have this thing color-coded pretty soon. Right? Just come out with headphones right into a little pickup out of the end pin, right? Just do the whole set with phones. Wrote this song with Paula Ballin and Tony Mendel in Paula Ballin's apartment on 67th Street. Great, Paula. Great, Steve. Tell everybody where it is, right? Well, it's the 5th floor of a walk-up. I don't think Paula has too much to worry about. Yeah. TV won't bounce from that high up, Paula. It won't drop it out the window. When I first met you, baby, you fed me on chicken and wine. It was steak and potatoes. Babe, I sure felt fine. But now you give me that seaweed and alfalfa sprouts, sunflower seeds, and I've got my doubts. And babe, you left me here with the chicken cordon bleu. Now my stomach is empty and all I got is food for thought. I've been sitting here thinking about the 20 pounds of groceries we bought. We bought 10 pounds of brown rice and 5 more of beans, 5 pounds of granola, and you know what that means. I'm a regular fella, and I got the chicken cordon bleu. I'm starved for affection and I don't think I could stand no more. This stuff is so strange, the cockroaches move next door. Do you see that old dog standing out in the street with a big smile on his face let him eat meat, and I've got you. And I've got the chicken cordon bleu. Okay, when I got up this morning, I went to the plant. I wanted to go to work. They said you can't. When I asked the boss why I got canned, it was something about the laws of supply and demand. The kind of thing that gets a man annoyed when the wolf is knocking and you're unemployed. Filled out the forms they had in personnel. 20 men applied for every job to fill. Some boys in line are bums like me. And some boys got sheepskins and PhDs. It's a sorry situation that you can't avoid when you're overeducated and you're unemployed. I don't want to be told how long I have to wait. Don't want to be no number in no jobless rate. Don't want no welfare from no welfare state. Well, I just want to put the groceries on my baby's plate. And when I die, I get my just reward. When the devil makes me chairman of the board. When they had the hard times in this land before, they said the way you stop it is start a war. Look at old Gerald Ford. If it wasn't for NBC, he'd be unemployed. Well, I'm so subconscious sometimes I steal them from myself. I never would have written that song if I had been thinking of this one at the time. Miss Beverly Jones had a PhD in physics. She went to town to look for some work every place she applied. They told her she was qualified to be a secretary or a clerk, and the word got out on the day she was born. But she was 25 years getting the news. She had the I don't know where I'm going, but I'm going nowhere in a hurry blues. And my friend Fred felt lucky last Tuesday, and he went down to the track. He was armed with a hot tip, and he had $100 bill, but that boy had to hitchhike back. The horse that he bet on was leading all the way. Then it tossed off one of its shoes. That horse had the I don't know where I'm going, but I'm going nowhere in a hurry blues. And it's I don't know where I'm going, don't know how long this journey will last. It's I don't know where I'm going. The future is one big mirror of the past. I've been losing so long, it looks just like winning. Kick me again and I'll come up grinning, and it's all my time I spent standing still on a world that's spinning around so fast. And it was on a Sunday morning about 100 years ago. The message came without a warning, though everybody told him so. The last thing I heard old General Custer say when he looked up and saw the Sioux was, son, I got the I don't know where I'm going, but I'm going nowhere in a hurry blues. And the last thing that Marie Antoinette said just before her head rolled down to her shoe was, let them eat the I don't know where I'm going, but I'm going nowhere. Them won't nowhere in a hurry. And the last thing that Adolf Eichmann said in that courtroom full of Jews. Blues. Them all nowhere in a hurry. And the last thing that Richard Nixon said when he turned on the 6 o'clock news. So I live in a big house in California, and I went to China, and David Frost interviewed me, and I'm back. And that gave me the I don't know where I'm going, but I'm going nowhere in a hurry blues. The I don't know where I'm going, but I'm going nowhere in a hurry blues. This is a Smokey Robinson song, folks. I learned this not long after I heard Torn Between Two Lovers. This was on a Mary Wells record. I always thought a man ought to sing this song sometime. Well, I got two lovers, and I ain't ashamed. Two lovers, and I love them both the same. Let me tell you about my first love. She treats me good, like a lover should. Treats me fine, and she's mine, all mine, and I love her. I really love her. Oh, 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 oh. I love her so. I will do everything I can to let her know. Ooh, I got two lovers and I ain't ashamed. Two lovers and I love them both the same. Let me tell you about my other lover. Oh, she treats me bad. That makes me mad. She makes me cry. But I can't deny that I love her. I really love her. Oh, 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 I love her so. I'll do everything I can to let her know. Darling, well, don't you think I can tell? Whenever I'm with you, that you think I'm untrue. 'Cause I say that I love too. But I really, really do. 'Cause you're a split personality. And in reality, both of them are you. And I love that song. This song is one I wrote in case I ever bumped into Wilson Pickett. I'd have something to sing him. Wrote this at Steve Berg's house with Pat Chamberlain and Steve. World of trouble. Sometimes there must be a little joy. And when the woman wants the good, good loving, then she must separate the man from the boy. Now, man, you know it's the same for us all around the world. Well, once you've been in love with the good, good woman, oh, it sure is hard to go back to little girl. Now when I was just a little boy, my papa said these words to me. Said, son, you better watch your step when you go looking for the female company. Now, son, don't be fooled when she makes eyes at you, and you know she is not that tame. Now, son, the woman is the one who means business, and the little girl is just playing a game. When the woman's thinking of are man enough to tell them apart. And Papa told me when you find the one who gives you good loving, son, don't you ever make her cry. Don't you make her cry. You could search this whole world over, never find another, no matter how hard you try. Son, you gotta remember that she will only care for you just as much as you care for her. Now, once you've been in love with the good, Papa told me once you've been in love with good God, y'all. Now, once you've been in love with the good woman, sure is hard to go back. Sure is hard to go back. Hard to go back to little girl. The song is for my father, for Joseph Bayer Goodman. Bayer was his middle name. There's no one else in the family named Bayer either, you know. And his mother had told us that Grandma had a way of kidding on the square, right? She said that she named him for aspirin, but she had her reasons. He sold automobiles. Yeah. I didn't learn how to bullshit like this, you know, without a master at home to teach me how. He'd go down to Sharkskin Alley every day and sell those things. He's the only guy I ever knew who was proud of being an automobile salesman. When I was 16, I went to him and I asked him if he'd sell me a car, and I told him I had $300. $400. And he told me that for that amount of money, all I could get was a used car or somebody else's troubles. He said that's what a used car was, somebody else's troubles. So that's how it got to be, a used car. I said that made sense to me. But could I buy it anyway? This is my old man's song. Yesterday I went downtown and saw an old-time picture show, and the hero got a pie in the face. He didn't like that and he stormed around the screen, but everybody else was laughing in that place. It's 'cause it ain't hard to get along with somebody else's troubles. They don't make you lose any sleep at night. As long as fate is out there busting somebody else's bubbles, everything is gonna be alright. Everything is gonna be alright. Did you ever have to pay for something that you didn't do? Did you ever figure out the reason why? When the doctor says this is gonna hurt me a lot more than this hurts you, did you ever figure out that that's a lie? He knows it ain't hard to get along with somebody else's troubles, and they don't make him lose any sleep at night. Just as long as fate is out there busting somebody else's bubbles, everything is gonna be alright. Everything is gonna be alright. Saw the boss come a-walking down along the factory line, saying, boys, we have to tighten up our belts. But he didn't look any thinner than he did a year ago, and I wondered just how hungry he felt. He knows it ain't hard to get along with somebody else's troubles, They don't make him lose any sleep at night. Just as long as fate is out there busting somebody else's bubbles, everything is gonna be alright. And everything is gonna be alright. And I asked the old undertaker what it took to make him laugh when all he ever saw is people crying. First he hands me a bunch of flowers he'd received on my behalf. He said, Steve, business just gets better all the time. He said it ain't hard to get along with somebody else's troubles. They don't make you lose any sleep at night. Just as long as fate is out there busting somebody else's bubbles, everything is gonna be alright. And everything is gonna be alright. Thank you, folks. See you sometime. Thanks very kindly. Jeez. It is a little wet. Thank Jesus, that's right. I didn't sing it. Yeah, spaced it out. Yeah, not your fault. I'll be glad to sing it. This I got. I'm gonna do two. Is that all right? Yeah. I'm going to owe you Spoon River and Penny Evans, folks. I'm sorry, sometimes you can't get to all of them, and I wanted to sing a couple of the new ones. So thanks very much. Appreciate you. Putting up with influenza and all that. It's lovely of you to be here. My friends are always telling me that I'm old-fashioned, that I'm out of date and born too late to ever catch on. But maybe that's because they can't imagine the love of an old-fashioned girl. When they tell you you don't have a leg to dance on, she's the one you can take a chance on. The one who knows the difference between promises and passion is my old-fashioned girl. These days it's smart to hide your heart behind some painted smile. But have no fear, I will still be here when love comes back in style. Maybe it's the way she let me think I caught her. But when I'm without her, I'm a fish out of water. Nancy, maybe someday our daughter will be an old-fashioned girl. These days it's smart to hide your heart behind some painted smile. But have no fear, I will still be here when love comes back in style. So go ahead and tell me that I'm old-fashioned. I know one thing, you can bet your cash on. The love that was meant to last, and it can't be rationed between an old-fashioned boy and girl. Stuff in C tonight appears to be the one where I can hit most of the notes. This particular song is it's right about now. It's in another month or so. It'll be 7 years old, and I wrote it by accident on the way to an old people's home in southern Illinois. It's the truth. See my old lady's grandmother, who was 95 at the time. Mason's home. I wanted to thank you again. I've enjoyed sweating out this cold here. I feel much better than I did when I walked over. That's the truth. I want to thank Paul Brady and Andy Irvin again, and the people here. I quite enjoying myself. I wish you could, man. You know, they sort of have established their protocols here. Besides, I have to go get another shirt. Riding on the city of New Orleans, Illinois Central, Monday morning rain. 15 cars and 15 restless riders, 3 conductors and 25 sacks of men. Out on a southbound Odyssey, the train pulls out of Kankakee, and it rolls past the houses and farms of beef. Past some towns that have no name, and graveyards full of old black men in the graveyards of the rusted automobiles. Just singing, good morning America, how are you? Don't you know me, I'm your native son. I'm the train they call the city of New Orleans, and I'll be going 500 miles when the day is done. I was dealing cards with the old man in the club car. Penny a point, ain't nobody keeping score. Pass the paper bag that holds that bottle. Feel the wheels grumbling beneath the floor. Sons of Pullman porters and the sons of engineers ride their daddy's magic carpet made of steam. And mothers with the babes asleep go rockin' to the gentle beat, and the rhythm of the rails is all they dream. And it's good morning America, how are you? Don't you know me, I'm your native son. I'm the train they call the city of New Orleans, and I'll be going 500 miles when the day is done. nighttime on the city of New Orleans. We're changing cars in Memphis, Tennessee, and it's halfway home and we'll be there by morning, through the Mississippi darkness rolling to the sea. But all the towns and people seem to fade into a bad dream, and that steel rail still ain't heard the news. The conductor sings that song again. Its passengers will please refrain. This train's got the disappearing railroad blues. And it's good night America, how are ya? And it's don't you know me, I'm your native son. I'm the train they call the city of New Orleans. I'll be gone a long, long time when the year's done. Thanks, folks. Thanks very much. Down to the banana republics, down to the tropical sun, come the expatriated Americans, expecting to have some fun. Some of them come for the sailing, drawn by the lure of the sea, to cure the spirit that's ailing, living in the land of the free. Some of them are running from lovers, leaving no forward address. Some of them are running marijuana, some are running from the IRS. Late at night you can see them in the cheap hotels and bars, hustling the senoritas as they dance beneath the stars, spending the renegade pesos on a bottle of rum and a lime, singing, give me some words I can dance to, and a melody that rhymes. Once you learn the native customs and a word of Spanish or two, then you know you can't trust them, because they know they can't trust you. Down in banana republics, it's not always as warm as it seems, when none of the natives are buying any second-hand American dreams. The expatriated Americans are feeling so all alone, telling themselves the same lies that they told themselves at home. Late at night you can see them in the cheap hotels and bars, hustling the senoritas as they dance beneath the stars, spending the renegade pesos on a bottle of rum and a lime, singing, give me some words I can dance too.